Hey everyone, and a huge welcome back to Daily Show News 24. I truly hope you're having a day filled with more sunshine than drama, but if you're here for a story that truly touches the heart, you've come to the right place. Before we get into the emotional whirlwind that unfolded on our screens, do me a quick favor. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We work hard to bring you the updates that matter, the stories that go beyond the headlines and into the real lives of the people we admire, like Kelly and Mark. You won't want to miss what we have coming next. Now, let's dive in. Because this isn't just a story about a talk show moment, it's a story about marriage, authenticity, and a single, silent glance that left an entire audience, and frankly, the whole of France, completely torn and talking for days. Picture it, a typical morning on Live with Kelly and Mark. The set is bright, the energy is warm, and there they are. Kelly, absolutely radiant as always, and Mark, with that calm, steady charm we've all come to love. The banter was light, the laughter was easy. It felt like catching up with two old friends over coffee. But if you looked closely, if you really felt the room through the screen, you might have sensed a subtle shift in the atmosphere. It was during a segment about relationships, one of those light-hearted chats that usually ends with a funny story and a wink. But this time, it took a turn. Kelly, in a moment of stunning vulnerability, began to open up about the immense, invisible pressure of it all. The pressure to be on, to be perfect, to always have a smile ready for the cameras day after day. It was a confession that so many of us can relate to, that feeling of having to perform even when you're just being yourself. And then Mark responded. He didn't joke it away. He didn't rush to reassure the audience. Instead, he looked at her, and with a quiet firmness that cut through the studio lights, he said, "Sometimes, even we need space to breathe. Not everything has to be a show." The air went still. The studio, usually buzzing with energy, fell into a profound silence. Kelly's eyes met his, and then she looked down, but she wasn't upset. A soft, knowing smile touched her lips, that same emotional, heartfelt smile her loyal fans have seen in her most unguarded moments. It wasn't a smile of anger or even sadness. It was the look of someone who had just heard a difficult, undeniable truth from the person they love most. And in that truth, they felt seen and exhausted. In that instant, the fourth wall didn't just break, it shattered. The moment the cameras cut to commercial, the digital world erupted. Social media feeds were flooded. The questions came rapid fire. Was there trouble in paradise? Was this a crack in the foundation of television's golden couple? Were we, the audience, witnessing a private struggle playing out in public? One viewer's comment perfectly captured the collective gasp. They love each other. You can feel it. But that moment was too real. It felt like we were watching their marriage, not a talk show. Another wrote, "Kelly's eyes said everything. That silence, it spoke louder than any words ever could." And just like that, the fan base was divided. It was a true emotional rift. One side praised them for their breathtaking bravery, for having the courage to show that even a fairy tale partnership requires work. They called it a necessary breath of fresh air in a world of curated perfection. On the other side, people felt a deep sense of discomfort. They felt that they had witnessed something too intimate, a line crossed from entertainment into personal pain. It was as if we'd all accidentally overheard a private conversation between a husband and wife, and it left us feeling like we should look away. But here's the part of the story that truly defines them. This is where the narrative of a crumbling relationship gets flipped on its head. The very next day, Kelly and Mark walked back onto that same stage, and they addressed it head on. There were no forced explanations, no stiff apologies. Instead, they laughed. They held hands. Their connection was palpable. "Hey," they seemed to say, with a warmth that melted the tension of the previous day. "Marriage isn't perfect, but that's what makes it real." And in that simple, powerful response, they taught millions of us a profound lesson about love. They reminded us that real love isn't the absence of struggle or silent moments. It's not the perfectly polished image we present to the world. Real love is patient, it's loyal, it's showing up the next day, hand in hand, and choosing each other all over again, especially after a hard day. It's the commitment to navigate the busy, unpredictable world together, even when you need a little space to breathe. That's why we've loved them for decades. Because beneath the glamour, the bright lights, and the effortless laughter, Kelly and Mark are just like us. Two hearts, doing their best, trying to stay connected in a noisy world. Now we want to hear from you. This is the conversation, after all. What did you think in that raw, unscripted moment? Was it an awkward on-air slip that should have been kept private? Or was it a rare and precious glimpse of the real, resilient love that exists under pressure, the kind that gives the rest of us hope? Your voice matters here. Share your thoughts, your feelings, your own stories in the comments below. Let's get a real conversation started. And if you love these stories, the ones that pull back the curtain and reveal the heartfelt human lives behind the spotlight, then you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe to Daily Show News 24. We are committed to bringing you more than just gossip. We bring you heart-touching updates that connect us all. Until next time, stay kind, stay real, and always remember, even the strongest, most loving couples have those silent moments that speak volumes. And sometimes that's exactly what makes them strong.